The Legends community is pretty funny in my opinion. If you don't know, Legends Limited, God rest that, typing soul. Goku Black is arguably the best character in the meta right now. So, if you don't know, Yellow Goku Black is arguably, on release, one of the weakest Legends Limited we got during a pretty hype point in time. Honestly, he was basically the Evolution Blue Vegeta from 6th anniversary, 7th anniversary. And right now, they gave him a new equipment that basically, they gave him a new equipment that gave him like super steroids. This equipment quite literally made him go from arguably unrunnable to arguably top 3 in the game. And if you don't know, the Legends community is having a hoopla with this character. I'm seeing a lot of videos and Twitter feeds saying that Goku Black is too strong. You know, I probably, I don't know if I'm gonna edit it in, but like there are some clips of, Goku Black one-shotting Gogeta or something. And honestly, just brought up a funny discussion in Legends. Should equipments be better than new summonable characters? I mean, we've had this discussion a lot before. This goes back to like Zenkai Gohan. Some people look at him like, oh, we should never have it again. Never have a Zenkai be better than the new summonable unit. And I understand that. But right now, from my position, from my amazing box, I think equipments like Goku Black should exist. Now, is it a necessary evil? Probably. To give you an idea, Goku Black is one of the few characters in the game that can consistently tank. We have not had a good tank since probably last year, genuinely, of a character who is actually capable of tanking. And I'm not going to put characters like Gohan or tag Goku and Vegeta who fuse into Gogeta, because they more have like disrupts that make it so they quote unquote can tank. Like Goku's like minus ki and Gohan's just Gohan-ness. But overall, it's pretty funny when I think about it, because Goku Black is the only character in the meta who can consistently tank. No matter, regardless of like usual stars, like my 7-star Goku Black is tanking as good as a red 14-star Goku Black. Honestly. And I've seen a lot of things on Twitter saying that like Goku Black should not be this good. And I don't have a camera, but like before I even sat down on this lovely chair, I was watching a Ryuden's video, and multiple comments were saying that Goku Black is just too strong, People saying that like, oh, Goku, you should skip anniversary and just do Goku Black's equipment, which, pretty funny people say that, because even though Goku Black's equipment makes him top 3 in the game, I don't think you should just skip Broly and Gogeta, but hey, we could wait until part 2, the advantage for the entire month and change. So, I'm just gonna get to the meat of the, potatoes here, and talk about Goku Black's equipment. This equipment is basically just a better version of the Napper equipment that came out a month ago. Now, there's an argument to be made that Goku Black's equipment is too strong, It gives him free blue cards, takes away buff removal. Basically, he has buff removal the entire time, let's be honest here. So now people are getting mad about it, they're like saying that he's number 1. And when you compare it to the other characters in the meta right now, Red Gogeta, Broly, Rose Goku Black, maybe even like Green Trunks, Green Ultra Trunks, Goku Black is still arguably better than them when it comes to defense and consistent damage, which is pretty funny to me. Now, in my opinion, when I look at this equipment, I think about 2 things. A, should equipment be good, or B, should get really terrible equipment like the Majin Buu duo, sorry Ryuden, Evolution Blue Vegeta's equipment, the Evo kind of equipment, and other equipment who are just arguably terrible. You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, I think Goku Black's equipment should exist, I think we should get characters that have this level of power, Who is gonna be mad if like, oh well, this time not a good example. Let's say Red MUI gets a Zenkai, right? Anniversary headliner from a few years ago gets a Zenkai, unrunnable. He's just trash. People are gonna feel really terrible if that's the case. And we could do the same logic again. If UI Goku is good and he's a good Zenkai, people are still gonna be mad. Legends community, you can never make them happy. There's never a moment in time you can make them happy. Either you make a terrible equipment for a character that didn't really need the buff, or you give them a good equipment that they needed badly, but they're too good in the game. Like people, it's really funny to think about it, because if Evolution Blue Vegeta was better, the entire meta from that year would have changed. And honestly, hopefully, I actually hope Red Broly's equipment is actually good. That guy has been like fumbled so many times. Every time he could have been good, he failed. He released with Red Gogeta in the meta, couldn't do anything about it. Red Gogeta, I mean Prep Ultra Gogeta. I feel like Red Broly, out of all the characters, should get an equipment on the same level as Goku Black. And let's be honest here, let's get really down in the deep potatoes. Who really cares if Broly's equipment is good? Like let's be real. Let's be for real here. Would I rather a character who's never had a chance to shine get a bad equipment, or would I rather them get a good one? Personally, I would prefer a good character that gets an equipment versus someone who never got a chance to shine. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's a little ramble, little TED talk. That's really it. I didn't have any idea for this video. It's just people complaining about Goku Black's equipment, and some people are justified. Like, imagine spending 25k CC on Gogeta's banner and you get nothing, but then this random yellow character gets a platinum equipment. He's the best character in the game. I understand that, but like, as someone who's played this game for like 6 years, sadly, you have to admit it is way better feeling when you can use an old character you haven't used in years, and they're actually good again. That's the entire point of Zenkais and equipments, is to make old characters good and runnable. But hey, maybe they gave Pomni's wife too much, cooked sugar on his cookies. Who knows? In my opinion, you can't have your pudding or taking a shit. Okay, it's just weird. You can't have Goku Black's equipment be really good, but then have Goku Black be really bad in the meta. You know what I mean? That's just how I view it. So anyway, that's enough of my TED talk. I don't know how I'm gonna format this, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, have a nice day, be safe, and bye.